Hey guys, welcome to another bowling review video. So today we're gonna be reviewing Jayson from Singapore and a two-handed bowler. So let's take a look at how he bowls first. So Jayson takes five-step approach, pretty conventional. His fundamentals look good, good balance at the foul line. So let's start by talking about his balance. So Jayson mentioned that his main challenge is ball speed. So as you can see, I already measured his ball speed. It's about 20.5 kilometer per hour. I wrote it up here, 20.5 kilometer per hour or 17.6 miles per hour for the American viewers. So generally, way too slow for to be competitive as a two-handed bowler. But he can get his ball to the pocket if he plays like super deep inside, right? So he's playing like super deep, probably using a stronger ball as well. Then it still goes cross pocket, right? So definitely has to speed up his ball speed, and we're gonna look at ways to speed it up. So first is we want to look at his timing. So if you notice, Jayson actually moves his ball in the middle of the second step, like this is the beginning of his second step, and then he moves it in the middle of the second step. Not too bad, but I think he could delay it a little bit further. That means wait until his second step lands before he starts moving his ball forward. So he can take a little bit, like try and take the first two steps a little bit slower. So what I want Jayson to do is actually, I mean, yes, there is a tempo drill that I introduced in my previous, so-called my previous reviews, but I feel like that tempo drill for people who don't have good weight transfer fundamentals, if you do the tempo drill a little bit too early, you tend to miss your weight transfer window. So, and my advice now for two-handed bowlers is to focus on mastering your weight transfer first, which I will talk about later in the video. Then once you have a weight transfer down, your weight transfer is pretty good, then you can work on speeding up your first two steps to get slightly higher tempo. So for now, I want Jayson to actually slow down his first two steps and work on his weight transfer. So which means the first two steps, take his time, complete the first two steps, then move the bowling ball. So he needs to wait until his right leg lands right here. So take your time, wait until your right leg lands right here before you start moving your bowling ball forward right here. So wait until it finishes before you start moving your bowling ball forward. So yeah, take your time, complete the first two steps, then start moving your bowling ball forward. So it's gonna delay the weight transfer as well, because right now, as you see, the problem is that Jayson has a little bit of a early weight transfer, and the early weight transfer is leading him to be not as efficient as he can with his weight transfer forward. So he's actually leaning a little bit early because he moves his ball and his body like going forward. You can see his body here leaning forward. Yeah, his body goes a little bit forward at the like beginning of the second step. So that is way too early. Ideally, the weight transfer should actually wait until your ball starts to go down. So you should wait until like after you've completed the second step, you move the ball out, and as your ball is coming down, then you weight transfer forward. So that would sync up your weight transfer better, that you also delay your weight transfer. So as you delay your weight transfer will occur faster, and this will actually help the bowler to generate better forward momentum. By having a faster weight transfer, it will lead to a faster swing as well. So those are the keys to speeding up Jayson's ball speed, to have delay the ball placement and also delay the upper body weight transfer until when the ball is swinging down, then start leaning forward. So to master this, I would suggest for bowlers like Jayson to do 3-step drill, which is just take 3 steps away from the foul line and then focus on placing the ball together with the beginning of your third step. Then as the ball swings down, weight transfer forward and then accelerate forward with your power step and your slide. So another thing that can help out Jayson here would be that I noticed that as he goes, this is his third step, right? Third step is decent, goes a little bit to the left, not ideal, but quite normal for a lot of bowlers to drift a little bit left there. But what I noticed is that what doesn't help his weight transfer is that he lands with his heel, which is something I've been struggling with myself as well, landing with the heel of the right foot. So this actually stops the bowler's momentum from going forward. So instead, what we want is we want to land with the front of the right foot instead. So land with the ball or the front of the right foot, like it's almost like landing on the toes of your the ball or the toe of your right foot. So for like the ball is like the the base of the toe. So when your toe is connected to like a fleshy part of your feet, so that is what we call the ball of the right foot. So land on the ball of the right foot, so that would help to accelerate forward. So you're like landing here, so you're landing on the tip of your toes, so it's easier to like accelerate forward. So land on the toes of your right foot and then continue pushing forward and accelerate forward towards the slide. So that will help you to generate also better momentum, better weight transfer forward, better momentum as well. So that will also help to increase his ball speed. Other than that, I would say that he could actually place his swing a little bit higher. Because of the camera angle, I can't really see. His ball swing looks decent actually. Ball swing looks decent. Backswing not too high. Yeah, looks decent. It just seems like he's not fully like his backswing is a little bit slow. So like I mentioned, if he's able to delay his ball placement to after the end of the second step, that would actually make his his swing a little bit faster, and hopefully he can actually make use of gravity a little bit better to accelerate the swing down. So right now it seems like there's a little bit of tension, like a bit of tension in his arm, that he's not fully relaxed and he doesn't let the ball accelerate his downswing. So if you could actually relax his arm muscles a little bit more, his forearm muscles and his shoulder a little bit more, and as he places the ball forward, let the ball swing down, let the ball accelerate his downswing and make the swing go faster. So faster swing will also help to increase his ball speed. Okay. Then generally you will notice that as we play this clip, yeah, Jayson's swing looks a little bit slow, like it doesn't look too dynamic because his weight transfer is like too gradual, like he's transferring it too early, too gradual, so it's not going forward fast enough. So ideally actually it should, yeah, ideally it should look like this, right? So like the ideal swing should look about 30 times 30%. So now I'm like running the clip at 1.3 times speed. So ideally he should be swinging his arm swing like faster like this, correct? So this is the ideal speed of the arm swing at 30%, it's like 30% faster than his original speed. Okay, yeah, this should be the speed of the arm swing, and that would speed up the ball roughly about 30%, I guess, if it's proportional. Yep. So but roughly around there, so you can swing, if you can swing his arm swing faster, which is like I mentioned in the tips earlier, that will help him to get a faster swing, and this would be his ideal ball speed. But right now, if we go back to 1x ball speed, this is his current swing speed, and his current swing speed is like too gradual and too slow for to get good enough ball speed. Okay, anything else? So that is the general tips to get better ball speed. One thing I would like to suggest is that bowlers like Jayson can hold the ball a little bit more to the inside of their body. So the reason why I suggest that is because when you look at his release, right? Look at how far away his ball lands away from the tip of his left shoe. So he's landing the ball really far away, and because Jayson wants to play like this angle, right? Yeah, this entry angle, sending the ball way out to the right. So in order to play this angle, he has to slide all the way in the gutter because of how far the ball lands away from his left foot. So he's lacking leverage. So in order to better get that leverage, if we go back to his starting position, one way to do that, in my opinion, would be to hold the ball closer to the center of the body. So the trick then, as you hold to the center body, is people ask, so coach, how do I clear my hips then? Because if I hold the ball in the center of my body, when I swing, the ball will knock into my hips. So this is where you have to change your hip alignment. That means rather than having it be like square like this to the target, we're going to change it to tilt the right side a little bit further back and the left side slightly more forward. So you open up your hips a bit more to allow the ball to clear a bit better. That is one suggestion. Another suggestion is that as you swing, so let's see, most bowlers should do this naturally. So as you swing, when you weight transfer forward, you should naturally lean your hips towards the left. Let's see if Jayson does it. Yeah, not enough, right? So Jayson doesn't do that enough. So you should naturally actually lean his hips towards the left to actually clear space for his ball to swing down. So yeah, so he doesn't have that hip movement yet down yet. So that is also preventing him from landing the ball close to his left foot. So you can practice that by doing 3-step drills or even 1-step sliding drills by holding the ball closer to the center of the body, and then when you swing down, it would actually force your body to shift your hips away in order to clear, to let the ball swing under the body and clear the hips so that you can land the ball closer to your sliding foot. Then you can actually have an advantage of like sliding closer to the ball. So if you can slide closer to the ball, right, then you have more room in the approach for you to stand, especially on right side approach where you're blocked by the ball return. So yeah, so by having the ball land closer to your left foot, you have more options there, easier for you to bowl, so that you don't have to shift into the front of the ball returns as early, right, when your ball lands closer to your left foot. Then anything else other than that, I think if we talk about fundamentals, his finishing position is not too bad. So balance arm decently straight. Obviously, it can be a little bit straighter, but decently straight. Spine tilt forward. Yep, he does have weight transfer forward, just that his weight transfer can be further improved. The trailing leg is in a good position. I think the knee is slightly bent. Jayson looks like a pretty tall guy as well from this camera angle. Yep. Yeah, pretty good finishing position. Yeah, he bobs up a little bit as he releases the shot, but not too bad. Like, obviously you want to be more stable as he releases the shot, because when he releases here, this is his eye line, and then as he comes up a little bit, yeah, it comes up, right? So it bobs up to here. So there is a little bit of upward bob, but not too bad, I think, because of the angle of the camera. Sticking from lower angle, if it's directly from the back view, I think it's not too bad. But first is, yeah, we have to fix the ball speed. So the issue with, like I mentioned earlier, change your ball placement timing, practice your weight transfer timings, yep, to get better momentum. And then as you get better with that weight transfer, then you want to make use of gravity better. That means relax your arms and then place the ball a little bit further from your body and let gravity accelerate the ball on the downswing. So that would all help you to accelerate your overall swing speed. So what you're aiming for is this, to get about 30% faster than your current swing speed. So if you use your video and then you speed up to 30%, yep, the day where you can speed up your arm swing to this kind of tempo, this kind of speed, yep, would be the day you get faster ball speed. Okay, so anything else? I think that would be that should be it. No, other than that, his fundamentals look pretty good. I like his launch angle, sending the ball out. Roll, he's getting behind the ball until fingers on the inside of the ball. Rotates around the ball and release. Nothing wrong with that. Yep, nothing wrong with that. I would say, generally speaking, maybe if you're playing such a deep angle, like what Jayson is playing, if you're playing such a deep angle, you might have to have even more side rotation, more we call it axis rotation. So your ball, because if you're playing such a deep angle that's like as deep as 4th arrow, what you want is that for your ball to have at least 45 degrees of axis rotation or more. So I think Jayson's shot here, if I forward it, yeah, doesn't have enough axis rotation, because the hand is a little bit, actually the fingers are still a little bit too behind the ball at release. Yeah, it's still a little bit too behind the ball at release. So actually for this kind of entry and this kind of launch angle out, yeah, you have to have a little bit more axis rotation. But the problem is that with axis rotation, if a ball doesn't go fast enough, then it can't get to the pocket, right? Because it will overhook early. Yeah, so that's a challenge as well. Basically, to get more ball speed first. Once you're able to get more ball speed, then you can talk about changing axis rotation and all that when you play a bit deeper. Okay, I think that's about it. So today's review is a little bit shorter because Jayson actually does have pretty good fundamentals. So yep, if anyone would like to send clips, you can. send me clips of your bowling form for review, you can send me through my various social media, and you can contact me at my phone number in the video description below. You can WhatsApp me there. That will be the fastest way to contact me. Okay, so thank you very much, guys, for watching. We will see you guys next time.